Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Invin. Today I wanted to bring you guys a quick little update video for New World, and as you guys will have seen by the title and thumbnail for this video, there is a potential, and this is just a potential, that we may well be getting New World a little bit earlier than we thought. So obviously, as most of you will now be aware, pretty much all of you watching this video will be aware that we have got a pushback on the release of the full game for New World until September 28th. Now New World have been putting out some content on their Twitter. They've put out a model that they're making from some sort of armor, which looks really cool, and they also put out a video on the Angry Earth and talking through NPCs, kind of a story style video on that, which is really cool. So if you want to check that out, go over to their Twitter and have a look. It was a really cool thing that they put up. But basically I was scanning through that, looking at New World content, and I looked in the comments on Twitter and saw some videos here on YouTube mentioning that this person had been replied to by New World's official account. So I went on, had a look, and the guy had tweeted out, you guys will see this on screen now, and it says open beta until the big release. You guys will get tons of new players what are bored in summer, just business for you for free. Essentially saying there's loads of people that want to play a game right now, loads of people that want to play this game right now, lots of people bored over summer, lots of people kind of got stuff to do over summer or wanting to play a game. Open up the servers. And they responded, which is, you know, kind of unusual, because I would imagine they get a lot of comments, a lot of tweets about this sort of thing, particularly from a lot of us players that want to get back on with it, saying, you know, let's open up the servers, let's do open beta a little bit more, do a bit more testing, whatever it is, just to get hands on. And this guy got a response from the New World account which said, we'll be sure to post more information on our social media channels as soon as we are able. Keep an eye out for new information. So instead of just saying there won't be another beta, we're waiting for full release, or full release is going to be September 28th, something like that, which is what we would have expected there, they've said we're going to post more information as soon as we're able. Now, does this mean that we're going to get hands-on with another open beta style stuff? Maybe they were working on something until the end of August, like originally planned, and then they go back into open beta for a couple, 2, 3, maybe weeks, even maybe 4 weeks, right up until the release of the game, and then just reset the servers for the full release? Or do we have a system whereby they're going to have another closed style beta, which is just going to be for a new feature maybe that they've implemented, and they're going to have an invitational only place like they did for the expeditions when they first came out? Who knows? But basically what this video is here to tell you guys is potentially keep an eye out on their Twitter, their news page on their website, because we may have a chance to get hands on before September 28th. Now, you guys can be sure that if there is any news on that whatsoever, I will be posting about that here on the channel, because I'll be super excited to get back into a tournament, as many of you guys are as well. So we'll be keeping you all up to date with that as soon as I do know more. But this is a very promising sign that we might well be seeing something brand new from New World very soon, or at least get hands on a little bit more with some content. Obviously as well, if they keep posting stuff on Twitter like these story type things that are surrounding the NPCs and setting of the game, that's really cool too. So I might make some videos explaining these and kind of going over what is in those videos they've made, because they are a ton of fun to watch through and really well made as well by Amazon Game Studios. Really cool little interaction thing on Twitter that they've done, so I really like that. Now, another quick little update that I wanted to bring you guys that some people have brought to my attention here on YouTube is that the Amazon Game Studio has actually been hiring a lot of new people to go and work for them. Now, a lot of you might think, well, why is that relevant? Well, essentially, there's a few different studios that they have ownership of way across the globe. They've got tons and tons of resources, right, because it's Amazon. But what they have got is a specific studio that works for and on New World, and this studio itself is hiring around 40 new applicants and new members of staff to work for them in, you know, 3D modeling of open world games and such descriptions like that, you know, kind of MMORPG descriptions and kind of things that fit with New World. Now, one thing to be cautious of here is obviously they are publishing Lost Ark in the West, because obviously this originated in Asia and has now been brought over to the West, and they are the ones that are going to be publishing that game, so they may well be hiring a lot of people, particularly at other studios that they own, to be working on the development and smooth release of that game as well. But the specific studio that is solely working on New World right now is hiring 45 new staff members, or around 45 new staff members, which is really promising. So that means there's at least another 40 or so people that should be working on New World if the studio doesn't change. Now, it might be grasping at straws here, but for me this is a good directional change, because it means that they're going to be focusing on the development after the release of the game, instead of some of of these games, when they release, they kind of, that's it, they're done, and then they lay off a lot of their staff. These guys are actually bringing on more staff, so hopefully this means that we're going to see a ton of development going through at least the first year or two of the game once it is released. Hopefully we're going to see lots of new content, lots of new development, lots of fine-tuning, lots of changes, and kind of all updates that we want to see as the game comes out and goes along. Now, obviously, it'll take a few months for these brand new employees to get on board and everything, but they've already got a solid team working on this game, so hopefully it just means that things will be sped up. We're going to see a lot more fine-tuning, a lot more slip line updates, which would be excellent and a very, very good choice from New World. And after such a successful beta, I would not be surprised if that is the plan that they're going to go with here. So this is really exciting news, because it means that they are hopefully going to be continuing with a ton more stuff in development for New World. If any of you guys are interested in Lost Ark, it's looking very promising for that release over on the West as well. So Europe and America and whatnot, we're looking really good for that release there too. And yeah, if there is any more updates on New World specifically, if there's any more kind of, you might get an open beta, you might get an early release, then I'll be sure to make a video on that for you guys to keep you all in the loop, because I'm very, very eagerly watching those pages now on Twitter and on their website. So make sure you do the same thing if you want to stay up to date, and like I say there, I'll make a video as soon as we know anything else. If you guys have found today's video useful and informative, please do drop a like on it down below. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see an early release, or would you just rather they focused on fine-tuning the game, or would you be happy with kind of getting an early release but in open beta form, so there's still maybe a few bugs, but we're just kind of playing it out until release to test it over and actually allow us to play? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.